Okay, day 5. Good day, better day than yesterday. I was a little bit frustrated with yesterday. Today was better. I talked a little bit about yesterday's video. I talked about thinking that I was getting too attached to the fruits of my actions, getting too worried about the results too soon. And I think there was something to that too, but something happened today too that kind of changed my mind a little bit, made me think a little bit different about things. So today, today was a buffer day. And so I had other things to take care of. So I had a very small, very specific list of things. 2 things. I was very specific about what I wanted to accomplish today, and I got them done. And I think that also is part of what happened yesterday, is that I didn't have a small enough and simple enough list. I've done this before, and I know from previous experience, I really need to I need to limit myself to 3 things a day. Like 3 things a day. This is what I'm going to work on. This is what I accomplish, and they need to be specific. And not only that, but I need to have one, like my one thing. As Gary Keller puts it, Ben Hardy calls it making a power move. It's like, what's the thing that you can do that's going to move you closest? What's the one specific thing that you can do that's going to move you closest to achieving your goals, right? And so that power move, that one thing, that priority item, you need to have one. And we talk about that in our family all the time, especially with my wife when she's feeling like, oh, I didn't get anything done today. I'm like, did you get your most important thing done today? Today I got my most important thing done, so I'm feeling a lot better. I was very specific about it. I had to get the first video done for the 5-day course, for the lead magnet, for the 5-day introduction to Bitcoin course. So I got day 1 done, lesson 1 done. I put together a slideshow, a very basic slideshow, to help me know where I was in the presentation. Presentation went way the heck longer than I thought it would. It was like a 25-minute video. And so I think I'm actually going to not only post it for, not only am I going to post it for the 5-day intro to Bitcoin course, but I'm also going to post it for on the YouTube channel so people can use it, because it's a little bit lengthy, and I think I'm going to chop down the presentation and do I want to do a version that's like 5 to 10 minutes, a little bit simpler. I don't want people to get lost going 25 minutes, blah, blah, blah. But if they want to, and then I think I'll even just give them the option and say, hey, here's the long, full 25-minute version. Here's the short, 5 to 10 minute version if you're pressed for time. So anyways, but feeling super good about that. I know the video is going to be rough, but hey, it's done. I got it going, making forward progress. This is good. So the other thing I had that I put down on my list today to work on was to work on the theme. So I spent probably about an hour working on the HODL 520 theme, trying to dial in the message there and start producing some content for it to put on the HODL 520 channel. There'll be little bits and pieces that go on Blutarsky as well. But definitely want to have its own space and start getting that message. I've talked about this a bunch. You guys are hearing this all the time, but the power of getting a massive amount of people across the world to buy $500 worth of Bitcoin, or 500 units in their local currency or something equivalent. If there's 100 yen to $1, maybe you're going to put 50,000 yen or something like that into it. Maybe if you're in Europe, you're going to put 500 euros in. But the effect of buying $500 worth of Bitcoin, moving it to a secure wallet, and holding it for 20 years, there's so many positive things that will happen by doing that and sticking with that plan, committing to the plan and doing it for you. And it's also going to increase what's going to happen for other people who are doing it, and all across the world. There's just so many positive things, positive repercussions happening because of Bitcoin, and HODL 520 is going to accelerate that. So I'm excited. I want to have its own channel, getting ready to put some content together for that. But I wanted to have that theme in place first to really guide everything I do. I want to really make sure that my message that I'm putting out, and all messages that I put out, videos, emails, whatever, are really aligned to the vision that I have for Huddle 520 and the theme. You know, I want it to be consistent. So anyways, that was today. I got to go. Still have some buffer items to take care of today. Small things, I can probably take care of them in less than a half an hour, which is pretty cool. So got those important things done. Feeling good here at the end of day 5. And yeah, even took an hour off to go grab lunch with Min. We got ourselves in and out. Tasted fantastic. Had a nice conversation about stuff, and just a good day. Lots of positive things today, positive interactions with the most important people in my life. Got my work done. Feeling good. Feeling really good. So that is the end of excuse me, the end of day 5. Also the end of the first week of work, of like full steam ahead work on Blutarsky, Blutarsky.com and Huddle 520. And next week I'm planning, if all goes well and nothing pops up, planning on having a work retreat next week. So I'll be going up to the mountains for a week, to a place I know where I've gone before, got good signal, and I am gonna isolate myself and bust out a ton of work next week so that we can get everything we need to in place to launch the lead magnet, the tripwire offer, have those things ready, get the super simple Bitcoin buying guide out to people so they can buy Bitcoin in 30 minutes or less. And the newest version, I set it up using Swan Bitcoin, and I was able to buy Bitcoin. So I set up the account and buy my first Bitcoin on there in 15 minutes. So pretty dang awesome. Things are so much simpler. I have a new account that I'm setting up for Blutarsky, so I got to go to the bank here to set that up. That's going to take an hour and a half to set that up. Last time I went and set up a business banking account, it was an hour and a half. Last time I went and set up a personal account with one of my kids at the bank, it was over an hour to do that. So really, buying Bitcoin is becoming easier and easier through things like Swan Bitcoin. I also love using Cash App. Cash App's another good one. We'll put together a little video on both of those, how simple they are to use. And Cash App's really cool too, because you can use Cash App and set up a family account so you can actually get your kids into buying Bitcoin as well. And the really cool thing about that, you may have heard you can do it on things like Venmo and PayPal, and Robinhood, but you can't transfer Bitcoin to real wallets from those services. So not recommending those at this time, because if you're going to get into Bitcoin, you want to get into it and do it right. And it's not hard to do that. But in order to do it right, you need to be able to transfer Bitcoin to your own wallet, which again, it takes like less than 5 minutes to set up a wallet properly. So, and we'll have a video on that as well pretty soon here too. And have a silo of videos for YouTube here quick to buying Bitcoin in the simplest, easiest, safest way possible. So anyways, again, that is day 5, and looking forward to the weekend and an exciting week next week on the work retreat, working from the Pines and the Mogollon Rim. All right, see ya.